Good morning, Glendale. This is the time and place for the Planning Hearing Officer hearing for January 28th, 2026. My name is Roger Kiesel, and I will be conducting the hearing as hearing officer. The Planning Hearing Officer meeting is being broadcast live on Glendale TV, viewable on Spectrum Cable, Channel 6, and AT&T UVerse, Channel 99. Meetings are also streamed live in high definition on the city's webpage, glendaleca.gov/live, on youtube.com/myglendale, and on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire devices using a free app called ScreenWeave and choosing Glendale TV from the menu. Meetings are also archived on the city's website for viewing anytime at glendaleca.gov/agendas. For public comments and questions during the meeting, please call 818-937-8100. City staff will be submitting questions and comments in real time to the appropriate person. We have one case involving a discretionary permit application this morning. The hearing will proceed as follows. First, I will read the description of the application or request. Then I will read the reports received from other city departments and other letters or communication from interested parties. The case planner will then make a brief overview of the case, give analysis, and make a recommendation. The applicant will then be able to speak, stating both name and address, and will be asked to present the case within a 15-minute time period. Others in support or in opposition to the application and interested parties will then be given a chance to speak with a 3-minute time period. Lastly, the applicant will be given the opportunity to make closing comments, if desired, with a 5-minute time limit. The hearing will then be closed and then taken under submission. Findings. If the evidence presented in the application and at the hearing meets the required findings set forth in the municipal code, then the project can either be approved or approved with conditions. If the findings in fact are not evident, then the request will be denied. Decision. After the hearing, the decision will be prepared in writing, will be in the form of a letter sent to the applicant and to all persons who responded to the public notice, either by speaking at this hearing or by submitting written responses, and have provided their name and mailing address. The date of the decision will be the date appearing on the letter. Records of decisions for all projects will be posted online on the Community Development Division's website. Appeals. Under Appeal Provisions Title 30, Chapter 30.62 of the Glendale Municipal Code, the decision may be appealed to the Planning Commission within 15 days of the date of the decision. Anyone wishing to appeal must contact the case planner to obtain forms and information regarding the appeal process and submittal. Public notice. Notification of this hearing was accomplished by the use of public notices which were mailed to property owners and occupants located within 500 feet of the subject property, physically posted on the site in question and placed in the local newspaper. I would like to also inform everyone that the official proceedings of the Planning Commissioner's hearing are being televised live and may be viewed online on the city's website. Let's proceed to the hearing today. So as I mentioned before, there's one case. It is a conditional use permit case, conditional use permit PCUP 001235-2023. The property is located at 3702 Foothill Boulevard, Glendale 91214. And it is a conditional use permit to allow the continued operation of a massage establishment in the CH Commercial Hillside Zone. And let's look what we have. We've got some comments from other departments. Or the Neighborhood Services Division regarding this project states that if the CUP is approved, the applicant must obtain a massage establishment owner certificate. And then it gives the means to apply for this certificate. That was comments from Neighborhood Services. From the Police Department, so the Police Department states that in August of 2024, there was a prostitution arrest at the business by Glendale Police Vice Narcotics. The Glendale DA's office declined to file charges against the suspect for prostitution. And after that, Glendale Police did conduct several other undercover operations at the location after the prostitution arrest, which did not result in any further violations. And the police department suggested conditions on the approval of this. Obey all health and safety regulations, obey Glendale Municipal Code regulations, allow law enforcement, fire, neighborhood services, etc. to access a facility. All masseuses must be CAMTC certified. Restrictions on certain things that massage therapists can and can't do. And then employees shall not be in the possession of or store paraphernalia used for sexual activity at the establishment. So those are some of the conditions that police department suggested. We didn't get any letters?
No.
Okay. So I think I'm going to turn this over to you to do a brief presentation.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kiesel. Good morning. Good morning, members of the public. My name is Columba Diaz. I am the case planner for this project. The application before you is a conditional use permit renewal for the continued operation of Top Line Spa, a massage establishment located at 3702 Foothill Boulevard, case number PCUP 001235-2023. Code requires of approval of a CUP of a massage establishment in the CH Commercial Hillside Zone. The applicant proposes to renew their conditional use permit to renew the use of an existing massage establishment with no changes to the building or current operations. In 2017 conditional use permit case number 1621995 was approved to allow a massage establishment at the subject address. The CUP has since expired as of February 1st, 2022. The CUP renewal qualifies as a Class 1 existing facilities category exemption, as the project involves the continuance of a massage establishment without physical expansion of the building or intensification of an existing use. The subject project is located in North Glendale on the southwest corner of the intersection of Foothill Boulevard and Lauderdale Avenue in the CH Commercial Hillside Zone. The 1,070 square foot massage establishment is located within an existing one-story, sorry, I think it's there. Let me repeat again. Sorry. Let me repeat. The 1,070 square foot massage establishment is located within an existing one-story, 3,369 square foot multi-tenant commercial building constructed in 1949. The building includes a mix of retail, office, and personal service uses. 14 parking spaces are provided at the rear of the site with driveway access from west of Lauderdale Avenue. This slide illustrates the existing site plan, floor plan, and elevations. The massage establishment will remain in its current location within the multi-tenant commercial building with a north-facing entrance to the reception and massage rooms. No exterior modifications are proposed, and the existing 1,070 square feet will remain unchanged. The staff report demonstrates that the 4 required findings of fact for a conditional use permit have been made for the project. The land use element of the Glendale General Plan designates the subject site as community services, an area suitable for this type of use. The subject site is located in the Crescenta Highlands neighborhood, where its immediate vicinity is developed with a variety of established commercial and residential uses, including retail, personal services, office, health club, vehicle sales and repair, pet grooming, tavern, liquor store, and full-service restaurants. The project is consistent with the land use element of the general plan and with the recommended conditions of approval pertaining to noise and safety. The project also complies with all other elements of the general plan. The massage establishment has been operating at the subject site for 13 years without adversely impacting surrounding uses. The Neighborhood Services Division did not identify significant concerns related to the proposed conditional use permit. The Glendale Police Department provided information regarding an incident in 2024, which is included in the staff report. The proposed conditions address this information to ensure that the massage establishment will continue to operate responsibly. Approval of the conditional use permit will not adversely impact nearby uses or impede development along this commercial corridor, as surrounding properties are already developed and no changes are proposed to the existing building or tenant space. The massage establishment has operated at this location since 2013 with 14 on-site parking spaces at the rear and have adequately served patrons and the overall commercial building. This application does not propose any modifications or additional floor area. Therefore, no increase in parking demand is anticipated. Existing public and private facilities, including utilities, landscape parking, and traffic circulation, are adequate and already in place. No public comments were received regarding this case. Other city departments reviewed the project and recommended standard conditions of approval, which are imposed on similar projects. Staff believes all findings of fact for the conditional use permit have been made and therefore recommends approval of this entitlement with draft conditions. This concludes my presentation. I'm available for any questions. Thank you. And,
Great, thanks.
And we don't have any callers on the line.
Thank you. Why don't I call up the applicant? I have 2 cards. Ariel Gutierrez, you've got 15 minutes.
Good morning, Officer Kaisel and Ms. Columbia Diaz. Thank you for this opportunity. Again, Ariel Gutierrez, I am the consultant for Ms. Zahong Sun at 3702 Foothill Boulevard. And again, I don't want to reiterate the eloquent study that Ms. Diaz had already stated, we are requesting a continuance of said conditional use permit that was granted since day one with this establishment. And given that it's already proven that Glendale PD had visited the site and come to find out that it is a clean operation. So that clearly states that she has done her due diligence in operating a legitimate business, adhering to all the code-required conditions that she needs to follow. So, again, I don't believe that she's requesting any modifications from the previous grant. We're just here to be able to continue said operation.
Okay.
And really, it's a business that has been thriving throughout the years, and given that there's a lot of business these days that are closed down because of the climate of today, she was able to maintain it. And, I believe that she should be rewarded with her good effort in showing that she is a good operator. Thank you. That's all.
Sure.
Thank you. Yes.
Do you want to expand on the findings any?
I don't think there's any more to discuss with regards to the findings, because again,
Okay.
It's already there.
Okay.
It's stated, yeah.
All right, and the draft conditions of approval?
We concur with all those conditions.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you don't have any questions on them, or?
I mean, if it's the standard operating conditions based on the original grant, we are happy to do so. And when it comes to the certificate that was brought up, she is a certified state licensed masseuse, and if there's any additional certificates that needs to happen or she needs to apply, I certainly will advise her to that.
Well, all the masseuses employed at the establishment have to have that
Correct.
certificate.
I understand.
So it's not just her.
Correct.
Yeah.
I just need to ask her with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Columba, do you know, are these conditions pretty similar to the previous ones? I'm assuming they are.
They are. It's just the duration.
Okay.
The renewal is a little different.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. I'm going to try your name. I'm sorry. Zaho-san?
Yes.
Okay.
Nickname Sunny.
Okay. You've got some additional time since we didn't use anywhere near 15 minutes.
Sorry, I don't speak English.
You need to talk into the mic, and that's fine. Do you have anything to add?
You have translator?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Can you talk in the mic? That's fine.
What does she say?
Do you want to add more?
Do you have anything to add?
No.
Are you are the main operator of Top Line? That's the name of the.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you're basically in charge of this business, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any concerns or questions about the conditions in the staff report? There were 19 conditions listed. They're draft. Do you have any questions or concerns about complying with them or meeting them?
No questions.
No questions?
No questions.
Okay. So we can expect that you and your massage therapists that are employed there will comply with the conditions of approval if this is granted.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
I'm sorry?
Thank you.
Okay, sure, thank you. All right, I don't have any other questions. So I think let's just conclude this public hearing. We don't have callers.
Oh, we do have someone on hold, actually.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's hear the caller.
Yeah, so I was
Hello?
calling on regard
Hello?
to, yes, hello?
Hi, you're on air. You have 3 minutes to speak.
Yeah, and this is in regard to case number PCUP 001-235-2023.
Correct.
Yeah, so the only thing I have concern on is the parking that is adjacent to my property. There has been damage to my property from the very high frequency of vehicles that come into that parking lot. The cars, there are no concrete stops for the vehicles to stop. They've crashed into my wall. They've crashed into my ADU structure. They've broken the siding. They've crushed the wall. I've had to have the insurance company come out. I talked to the owner of the property. They say it is the responsibility of the tenant, not the owner. So they said, bring your concerns up to Glendale. So this can't continue because no matter what I've tried to do, there is no measures in place to prevent this damage to my property. I can't have my walls broken and damaged as severely as they are because someone runs into it. I can't have the side of my house damaged from the, it's an auxiliary, it's a permitted auxiliary dwelling unit that goes up against that parking area. I've got to ensure that I was told to call in and that City of Glendale will ensure that there's measures in place. If they want to put the concrete wheel stops down, that would be great. They should have done that a long time ago. I previously recommended this 3 years ago, and it was not implemented. I certainly don't know why. So I hope you can understand my concern because, yes, it's a prosperous business. Yes, they have a lot of clients. Yes, they use the parking lot frequently, but they've got to take measures to protect my property.
Okay. Can I get your name and address for the record, please?
Yeah, it's Michael Carr. It's 3707 First Avenue.
And actually, I've got a question for you. This is Roger Kiesel, the hearing officer.
Yes.
Hi, I'm looking at the pictures now, and I'm not exactly sure the property that you own, but it does look like there are some bollards at least between.
Yeah, but the bollards do not stop all the vehicles.
Okay.
And there is not in the area of a missing bollard is where they rammed into my ADU.
I'm
They're
sorry,
still
can you
dwelling
repeat
unit.
that again?
Where a bollard was missing, a car came in and ran into the wall and damaged the side of my property or the auxiliary dwelling unit, the wall of the auxiliary dwelling unit.
Okay. Do you know offhand whether they're bollards?
The bollards have been that way since 1973. This has never been improved.
And do the bollards?
We installed the bollards way back then. This
Okay.
property has been a part of my family since 1930s.
Okay. Do you know whether the bollards run all
Vertical.
throughout the common property
No.
line?
They run. The bollards are there to protect my property. There's not bollards beyond my property.
So the bollards don't run the entire common property line between you and between you, your neighbors, and the property to the north?
The bollards are on the south side of the parking lot, which prevent damage to my property.
Are they on your property?
They're in the there would be in the abatement area. The They're right up against my wall.
So you don't know whether they're on your property or the commercial property?
Do you want me
They're probably on my property, but they're on the other side of my wall, of course.
Okay. Okay.
But
Roger.
the solution would be to put concrete wheel stops, horizontal, that lay on the ground, that everybody's familiar with, that drive a car. The bollards have been there so many years. The intent was to prevent a vehicle from smashing through my wall and then dropping down 9 feet into my yard. You follow me?
I do. Yeah. Thanks.
But the wheel stops are needed to prevent damage to the wall. The wall has been damaged severely in 2 places, and it still hasn't been repaired. So you can come out and see the damage from the vehicles that have smashed into the wall.
Okay. Thank you.
If you want pictures, I'd be more than happy to provide them. What I'm trying to do is be proactive here and provide, corrective measures to prevent any further damage, because my insurance company says I've got to get this corrected with the city of Glendale.
All right. Thank you.
They don't want to pay for this unless I have something in place with you to ensure that, like the insurance company says, well, why can't they just come out and make a recommendation to put horizontal concrete wheel stops? They're about, you know how long they are, they're like 4.5 feet long, and then you put rebarb and pin them in, and then that'll prevent the front wheels from going any further. You follow
Right.
me?
Yeah. No, I know what they are. All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay, I hope we can come up with some kind of remediation. I appreciate your time and hearing my comments.
Sure. Thanks for calling in. Columba, do we have any other callers?
No other callers.
Okay. Great.
No other callers.
Okay. All right, if we have no other callers, I'm going to close the public hearing, and we'll take this conditional use permit under consideration, and we'll render a decision later on. All right?
Thank you.
Sure. All right, so this meeting is adjourned at what time?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. All right, thanks.